Peep the Magician is wishing everyone who likes this video and subscribes good luck. What song is she listening to? Stairway to Heaven. Cardos Lex does not count. Just hear me out. Our theory. If you wash your hands with gloves on. Did you really wash your hands? I see your point. But let me ask you this. If I strangled you to death with gloves, did I really strangle you to death? Yeah. Shut the duck up. Slex was going great until. Finish the sentence. The light bulb broke in my ace. What can you say during Slex? But also at a family dinner? Doesn't smell as nice, but tastes great nonetheless. 10 over 10 as always, grandma. It's not pun anymore. It's ducking street magic. Imagine a woman with a mask comes up to you and asks if you want to see a trick. You say yes, and she takes off her mask and spits out a 38-inch long dodo. What do? Men, what's stopping you from looking like this? A live round and a prop gun. That's what. What if you suddenly looked like your edited avatar in real life? Cops will not approve that. Of course. Everyone is different. But no, you have people who will help. I'm a man in a woman's body. No, you are born the way you are. God didn't make a mistake. I'm a man in a woman's body. If you'd like, I have a list of male names you can choose from. Hey, whoever you are, you taste the same too. No. Describe your Slex life with a video game name. Goat Simulator. Goat Stimulator. I just love how he cuffed my hands, bent me over, and traced my whole body starting from down my foot up to my head. Every single touch he makes, the inches of movements by his hands, it's making me feel the butterflies in my stomach. The touch of his palm onto my skin creates an electric-like feeling that I like. My hands were cuffed tight and my back is bent more than I'm usually capable of. This might be violence, but I love it. Only completely dark avatars are allowed here. It's time for all the people who have the completely black Reddit avatar to rise up. You all might want to avoid the cops. Ruin a movie by replacing one word in the title with foreskin. Return of the Foreskin. Duck zodiac signs. What do you do with your hands while standing? Hands on hip. Hand folded. Behind or in front. Hands in pockets. Hands behind head. Arms crossed. Arms at sides. Hands in nut. What is the most hilarious Yo Mama joke you ever heard? Yo Mama is so ugly. Her portraits hang themselves. Girls of Reddit. What is the hardest thing to explain to a males? Well, you fart and it rolls up into your vag. I call them fart roll-ups. Exit through the gift shop. Choose one. You can fly. You can read minds. You have infinity pizza. Your pet never dies / gets sick. I'll take all of them and die of overdose. Avengers. Infinity balls. Ruin a movie by replacing one word in the title with balls. Honey, I Shrunk the Balls. He said ruin, not improve. Curious boy nearly dies after sticking 53 magnetic balls up pants. Well, now he knows his limit is 52. Insect overlords. Massive nest with 1,500 murder hornets destroyed in Washington state. I hit one of these with one of those electrified tennis rocket thing. Mains power blew out in a 5-mile radius, and it looked me straight in the eye and said, "Harder, daddy." Empty all liquids here. It said empty all liquids here, and yet I got arrested for passing in it. Hypocrisy. Commenter iconic line from a YouTuber without giving out the YouTuber's name. Let others guess it. I think someone hanging over there. Logan Paul. Yo your boat. Gently down the meme. My time has come to duck my mom. Gently with the cream. Boys commit suicide at a high rate. Girls attempt suicide at a high rate. Another win for the boys. Men actually get the job done. r/curse comments. Cursed IKEA chair. Man's tentacle accidentally get stuck in IKEA chair. That's how they create those delicious meatballs. A few more hits and mom will be color corrected to match the baby. What do you think is the worst method of culture? My vote goes out for the goats. You take rope and tie someone to a chair. Strap them down so that they move their legs or arms. Then take a big bucket of salt water, then dip their feet in it. Leave them like that for about a day with their feet just soaking in salt water. Once the day is up, kick the chair over so their feet are up in the air. Then bring in a goat. It'll find his salt soaked feet and start clicking. And it won't stop clicking. It'll keep clicking past the flesh and muscle all the way down to the bone. And you know what doesn't get bored? A goat clicking salt. You can scream and try to kick, but that persistent salt clicker won't give up. It will just stand then on all fours and click at your feet with a coarse tongue for hours. The worst part is it's just the victim and a goat in a room. Nobody to plead with, or confess to, or bargain with. Just a goat that likes salt. That goat would be the most dedicated, hardworking, and empathetic culturer you've ever seen. Gonna hop on the trend. Describe your pens using a Metallica song name. Broken, beaten, scarred. I want a game. Or a movie. Or a show. Where the bad guys win. No, not one that centers around the villain. Those are plenty. I mean one that centers around the hero who fails. Like a superhero movie, where the villain kills/kicks the ace of the hero and we get to see his reign. I'm not against a sequel where they come back to kick his ace finally, but frankly, it's never is the hero going to win. It's more just how is the hero going to win? A villain victory would be so unexpected. Have you ever considered watching the news? Made me laugh, then cry. Mass stab for boy who died in his sleep. Mass stab for boy who died in his sleep. Hundreds performed the dance move in tribute to a 6-year-old boy who died before Christmas. Got a remote on your kills. This looks like a very tense living situation. Nobody gets along. French up there with the white flag to signify they already surrendered. LMAO. My cousin Walter jeeked off in public once. True story. He was on a plane to New Mexico when all of a sudden the hydraulics went. The plane started spinning around, going out of control. So he decides it's all over and whips it out and starts beating it right there. So all the other passengers take a cue from him and they start whipping it out and beating like mad. So all the passengers are beating off, plummeting to their certain doom, when all of a sudden, the hydraulics kick back in and the plane rights itself. It lands safely and everyone puts their pieces, or whatever you know, away and they're bored. Nobody mentions the phenomenon to anyone else. I don't believe this, but I want to believe this. It varies from person to person. Women arguing childbirth is most painful. Men arguing getting hit in the balls is most painful. Kidney stones. At least you get a snack when it's done. The childbirth or the kidney stones? Both. Nothing is more heartwarming than a mother caring for her young, even when it's a 6-inch long centipede. This warms both my heart and my flamethrower. Imagine being so honey that you think married people have sex. I will point out that, as a married woman, I'm having sex more regularly than I did when I was single. Does your husband know? Lawyers who put together wills. What is the craziest/oddest thing someone wanted to put in this? When my grandfather passed, his will asked that I clean out his shed, and I alone. I found Mary Jane seeds, old reel style film photography, which was hilarious, and a bunch of other unsavory paraphernalia. Fifth is flick knives too. So like clearing his browsing history for him. But cooler. A white missionary was visiting an African tribe. After a year of sharing the same village, the chieftain's wife gave birth to a white baby. The chieftain was enraged and called for the preacher's death. The missionary anthemed to calm the chief, asking him to take a walk with him through the village to cool his head and talk about the situation. As the men walked, they passed by a field full of sheep. All the sheep in the field were white save one, a little black sheep. See, the pastor said, pointing to the animals, these types of things happen in nature from time to time. The chief paused and seemed to be deep in thought. At last he leaned toward the missionary and whispered under his breath, "Alright, I won't say anything about the baby if you don't say anything about the sheep." What's the fastest way to get rid of a Rona? Scissors. Make the fish pay rent. Sell pics of fish needs. OnlyFans. when you realize Beast Boy turned into a male cow, and male cows don't produce milk. Try it. New challenge. Can you do this? I'd have to screw my sister so that my kids could do it. He asks you to marry him. Yes or no? Is he top or bottom? Yo guys, I have this girl's needs. Should I keep M? She died so I don't know. Since have M and she's dead, they are kinda like rare ace Pokemon cards. Discontinued by manufacturer type shut. When it's her 1-year death anniversary, laminate the picture and leave it on her tombstone. With the word signed on it, I'm Markham to clap them cheeks in the afterlife. Ducking God. What comes after Slex? Addiction charges. The sister who cheered before disappearing is such a mood. My name is Oliver, and I'm currently having a shot. Needless to say, your name shook me. You know about those pills to stop pregnancy? What the hell? What if a man eats them? Dude, Finland was voted the happiest country in the world because all the unhappy people committed suicide. Blurst vacation photo. He found the sausage. How she thinks she looks. How she looks to me. Asparagus makes my pee taste funny. Taste? What's your type of girl physically? I mean, skin color, hair, babs, ace, face, etc. Breathing. Why so picky? Kinda gay. Tell me your pen size, nothing, just tell me. 4.4 inches in length. The angle is 42 degrees. Flaccid girth is 1 inch in diameter. Balls are 7 centimeters from the base. Drift is 4 centimeters to pen's right. Dead weight is 0.5 kilograms, which gives me a too much information of 6.3 inches. Amazing. I didn't even know such stats existed. You sir are truly starting a revolution. Death of humanity. Taliban has sex with dead bodies. Reveals Afghan woman who came over to India. Taliban has sex with dead bodies, says Afghan. On the positive side, at least they aren't gonna reproduce. If you could peep anything other than peep, what would you peep? Water, clean bed, clean toilet, yeah. But your ace ain't watertight all the time. One day you'll be living life and you'll be leaking. It'll just be pure water though, so who cares? Everyone's seeing liquid drip from your pants. I'd fill up a water bottle. I just want a boyfriend that will be giving me 70% out of his daily income. But your Twitter name is Miss Independent. Just get the exact same job as him and you'll be earning 70% of his income. Hey guys, your local 20-year-old with the IQ of McChicken got a zombie movie biohazard tad without knowing it also means I have HIV. What can I even do with this? Never heard that, but you could just contract HIV and already have the TT covered. Not medical advice. No, this is very good, I will do this. 3. 5. Excuse me. Rating girls is degrading. We are not rating you. We are guessing how many nuts can fit in your mouth. How would you even do 5? Where would the guys' bodies go? Did anyone say those nuts still need to be attached to bodies? I always remove mine. When I take a shower I clean it separately. Perfect love. How she thinks she looks versus how I think she looks. Because screw ads. I also like my girlfriend deep fried. No way bottom left's head isn't edited. I refuse to believe that exists. The Crimson Chin wants to speak to you. You can hold your crap by clenching your ace cheeks. Until next time friends. But how do I get it in my ace in the first place? I can help you there buddy. Replace a part of your username with balls. Bullfarts 173. I prefer dog balls. Police. Yes. This comment here. Which individual human being has the highest kill-death ratio in human history? To categories. Guys in charge. Hitler, Stalin, Mao, and guys who pulled the trigger. Simohea. If we're talking about the person who actually did the killing, and not the person who ordered it, then it would have to be the pilots that dropped the nukes over Nagasaki and Hiroshima. Hell, they were still getting kills from the grave. Some poor ducking ghost minding his own business when all of a sudden ultra kill. Beyond the grave rumbles through his translucent bones. Starting to explore. OMG. You can't throw this one. Wanna test this but all my friends busy. I wonder if anyone has ever gotten pregnant by giving a billow jab, rolling on their back, spitting the jazz into the air, and catching it in their vag. Last time we tried this you get evicted. How can you go to church and pray when you're wearing a mask? Do you think God can hear your prayers through a mask? Televangelist Jim Backer. If God can't hear me through a mask, then he definitely can't see me masturbating with the curtains drawn. What a relief. But I can. You can eat animals, but never duck them. With humans it's the opposite. That only works theoretically. Describe your sex life by only using Star Wars quotes. Myself, the boy, 2 droids, and no question asked. If Master Obi-Wan caught me doing this he'd be very grumpy. Guten Morgen, the greatest German/Japanese collab since you know when. I just raised my standards. If a girl does this, marry her. Standards aren't the only thing that went up. I found this carrot in my roommate's shower. Who the duck eats carrots in the shower? The carrot looks bland. Put some salt and pepper on it so your roommate doesn't have to eat it bland. I wear a mask with a smile. How come whenever Dream wears a mask he's cool and poetic, but when I'm doing it, I'm a low-level Taoist and disrupting the peace in Northern Ireland? Go ahead, champ. Describe your day with a video game name. Human fall flat. Hold the duck up while browsing for Slex sleeves on the dark web. Bert points out the handicapped options are cheaper and less likely to escape. He has a point. Thanks for the tip. Yo, guys, she asking if anyone wants something. Hey guys, I'm heading to McDonald's. You all want anything? Can I get my duck and child back? The child machine broke again. Married couples. How do you turn down Slex without offending your spouse? I will point out that, as a married woman, I'm having Slex more regularly than I did when I was single. Does your husband know? Murdered by words. A man hanging himself in Lego City. Build the new seaside hotline. Don't say it. Cement. He's having bad thoughts again. That's quite the there's some, isn't it? Do you guys think Christ was a Babs man or an Ace man? This isn't a disrespectful question, by the way. If you're Catholic you believe Christ was fully human, fully divine. To deny that he had sensual temptations implies that he wasn't fully human, making you a blasphemer, punishable by excommunication for most of history. Now answer, Babs or Ace? At least let me snack your toes before you nail me. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Most embarrassing Slex moment go. Our grandma walked in. The term domestic housewife implies that there are feral housewives. And now I have a new goal. I believe that creature is called the Karen. In the state of Illinois you may not have more than 75 salamanders on your person. What about him? You disgust me. Have an upvote. Polish silver medalist in javelin throw Maria Andrzejczyk, who is also a devout Catholic, sold her Olympic medal in auction to find money for the heart surgery of a Polish boy. Polish store chain Zabka won the auction, but they returned the medal back to her. What the article doesn't say is that his surgery is to have a javelin removed. If you could peep anything other than peep, what would you peep? Body fat could be useful if one was chunky, until you eventually become malnourished because you keep peeping out all of the essential fat your body needs to stay healthy. Oh no, I'd have to eat more fat. Good thing there's all this fat in the toilet. Snakes are natural fleshlights. I don't care about gender. All aceholes feel the same. Who the duck starts a conversation like that? I just sat down. No they didn't. My sister's acehole is a bit tighter than my homie's. That's true. You wake up and see this. First thing you do. God damn it. I ducked my sister again. I asked my friend how his date last night was. He sent this image to me. I don't get it. She hit him in the nuts and bolted. Describe your nut. That's it. My nut is like China. Large, swollen, red, and everyone that touches it gets a disease. If it had a hole, you could use it as a fleshlight too. Cursed Slex. What comes after Slex? Money? What comes after Slex? Burying her again. Human Minecraft spawner. We did it, guys. We solved world hunger. Sit back and relax. The Incredibles way. If you knew nothing about The Incredibles, this would be a horrifying picture. My son is definitely Jack Jack. Going for a nut modification. What are the tips for size, curvature and shape? Circumcised/uncircumcised. Head or smell and flavor? Size. At least 12 inches in every direction. Curvature. Loop-de-loop. Shape. Triangular prism. Circumcised. Half. Business in the front. Party in the back. Head. No. Smell. Lilac. Flavor. Pumpkin spice. Name something you can say at school and during Slex. This would be a lot easier if the frog was already dead. Why does Elmo look like a pun actor? I'm the one who tickles now. I like eating nerds because I'm secretly hungry for aquarium gravel and this takes the edge off. Instructions unclear. 8-13 children with higher than average intelligence enjoyed it. The sister who cheered before disappearing is such a mood. My name is Oliver, and I'm currently having a shot. Needless to say, your name shook me. Dad, play with me. I'm so tired from work. Oh, I'm so sorry, because you'll never catch me. That's why I will throw my child into an ocean full of sharks. They are simply the better parents. If you have to carry a card on you to gain access to a restaurant, venue or an event in your own country, that's no longer a free country. I hate it when I get sent to a gas chamber just for trying to order a chicken parm. My dog is going to die, Birgine. Not if you intervene. That made me honey. I'd like a girlfriend with a pass kink, so when I need to pass, but there's no bathrooms around, I can just pass in her mouth or something. Make the comment section look like this guy's search history. What does women feet smell like? Alabama cop gets 25 years in prison for shooting and killing suicidal man who called for help. Well, technically, he did help. If your username was a movie, what would it be about? Either a really sad movie about divorce or the most intense movie about a high school pregnancy. I fap before watching porn. I used to fap by imaging myself f-ing. I fear no man. But that thing, it scares me. That's called self-love. Choose one. You can read minds. Your pet never dies/gets sick. For me, I will take the blue one and get 50 cats. But then they'll be sad when you die. Nah. As far I heard, cats eat their owner. What's something you can say during Slex and at a drive-thru? I'm paying for the guy behind me. From serving fried chicken to assisting people suffering from fried chicken. Without searching, who do you think commits suicide more, girls or boys? 3.5k, boys, 422, girls, 425. It's about even. 131. Results. 3 days 13 hours left. Boys commit suicide at a higher rate. Girls attempt suicide at a higher rate. Another win for the boys. Yeah, Steve. I just turned it to hard mode. And I ain't talking about the difficulty. The inside of your cheeks are made out of the same material as the inside of a veg. Skeletor will return next week with more disturbing facts. This means me snacking off my homies is straight. Anon is bulletproof. Anonymous. Microdosing bullets. Hey Commandus, I started microdosing bullets by shooting myself in the leg with .177 pellets, and after 2 months they stopped breaking skin, so I've moved up to .22 pellets. My goal is to work up to 22 long rifle by the end of the year, and then one day get to .223. Is this possible? Can I become bulletproof? Yes. But it works better if you microdose the bullets into your head. Why didn't Tarzan start jacking off immediately when he first encountered Jane? If he was A, raised as an ape, and B, attracted to the female, he was raised by apes, not Reddit. You win this thread. My father caught me masturbating. I was chill as duck and he just said, "What the duck are you doing?" and said, "I'm masturbating." And he said, "We are going to wake up at 5 for our vacation for information." I have lost my sense of humiliation. My dad always joins me. What? The actress who played Pooh on Teletubbies ended up doing lesbian porn. She kept the costume, I hope. Gotta have something to hold on to. You know what's not happening? Once again. US hospitals are filled to overwhelmed with people desperately ill with COVID-19. You know what's not happening? Not on US hospital is filled with people suffering side effects from the Cupid vaccine. Obviously because they die before ever making it to a hospital. My ma died after taking the vaccine. Leaving the vaccination center she was run over by a bus. There are over 200 corpses on Mount Everest, and they are used as waypoints for climbers. Skeletor will return next week with more disturbing facts. Oh, that's what they were for. I thought they were food stations. Our Hotler's last days were worth remembering. What a night, I'd say. Did you pull out? Me. Yep. Damn bro, can't believe you peed in her. The power to respond to my own comment. But you have no answer. Wait, I ducked up. No mom. You don't get it. I'm not an ease or recess. I'm just a based forthright traditionalist free of their influence. No mom. Don't take away my computer. Look son, I know you hate the gays, Jewish, and black people, and I'm proud of you for that, but at least wave the American flag like a true patriot. That knees flag makes you look like a leftist commie. The most American thing in the curse world. What can you say during sex? But also at a family dinner? It's really delicious, mom. Your dad did it better. I'll toss and turn myself into my next life. Do you want to date me? No. Fine. I'll wait 100 years, if I have to. I'll be dead by then. Ah. Okay, prize, open your casket, you don't look too bad. Lifts you out carefully from the mahogany burial box, you need a shower. Bathes you all clean now. Get the duck out, this is sick. The duck. Ah. Selects offender registries, and how do I log in? Level 15. Level 45. Wait, criminality makes you femboy furry? Your mom is so big she is immune to black holes. My mom's dead. Your mom ma so big she dead. I shower with a bath bomb. I shower with myself. Yeah, well, I shower with a regular bomb. Did it hurt the first time you had sex? 132. Yes. Male. 1000. No. Male. 234. Yes. Female. 171. No. Female. 2300. I'm a beer gene. For male the answers probably vary a lot, depending on whether you are straight or gay. I wish I'd dressed like Rachel Green. Tried it once. Just got a bunch of strange looks and comments like, "Dude, we can see your balls." How to find a girlfriend. Google. Please be my girlfriend. Bing. That's when you pull out the chloroform. When in doubt, take the chloroform out. Or a Glock. Okay. What songs can be played during sex and even in a funeral? It's the final countdown. Niggs would have to tie a rope around my tongue and tape the other side to a rocket ship to remove my tongue from her ace hole. Yeah, but low-key. Source: Batman and Harley Quinn. Unfortunately, it's an actual movie, and not porn. Harley is, however, double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon. Wanted to paint this good boy. That's the most adorable soup I've ever seen. You can have it in China. You know the karaoke must be lit when they have to tie the microphone down. Damn, my mom has the same mic. She lets my girlfriend and sister use it, but she doesn't let me touch it. My son loves this video. Every night I hear him mumbling satanic sentences. I once heard him say, "Satan, I sacrifice my blood so you can burn this world." After that there was red liquid flowing under the door. He was screaming and crying. I was once able to sneak into his room and saw that he had burnt some of his toys and decultured the other ones. He was sleeping on a pentagram made out of the exact same red liquid I saw before. He started drawing skeletal ram heads and drawing pentagrams around them. Kids are hilarious, aren't they? 2020. This is still the best animation in the world. Massive nest with 1,500 murder hornets destroyed in Washington state. I hit one of these with one of those electrified tennis racket things. Mains power blew out in a 5-mile radius, and it looked me straight in the eye and said, "Harder daddy, she's a stinky butch. Whore on it." Curse Diglett. Sigh. Unzips. Time for an extra hard pounding. Trainer used pound. Pound was ineffective. I mean, children would get some joy by seeing their favorite game character step on them with 2 tons of weight, crushing every bone in their body. I'm glad to see the children smile. Oh no no no. MB equals megabyte. GB equal gigabyte. NB equals. I think NB is what they use in Africa, no byte. Which vegetable do you find the most attractive? Stephen Hawking. Anonymous philanthropist donates 200 human kidneys to hospital. This guy's no hero. I've given corpses with stab wounds, so forensic scientists in training can study them. I've had a Slex in a cemetery. Does that make me a bad person? Depends whether you put the corns back into the ground afterwards. You win.